Well. Just when we all thought there was nothing more to talk about with Arkham, right? No new games. Every time Jay does a list, we meme on him for coming up with a new idea about this series. We bully the man into submission. That's what you thought. But you were wrong. There have been rumors, mists of truth, hiding in the shadows of an Arkham Knight remaster. And while these remasters are often lazy products, often there is very little new added into them. I gotta be honest, with Arkham Knight, I expect more, and I expect Rocksteady or whoever handles it to hashtag be better if it happens, and include new costumes and cosmetics, because let's be honest with ourselves, this is one of the best things that this franchise did was cosmetics. The only superhero game I can think of that probably surpasses it in terms of just sheer quantity and quality of cosmetics is the Marvel Spider-Man series from Insomniac, and it is time for Arkham to strike back. It is time for it to emerge from the shadows with an Arkham Knight remaster and include these 5 extra suits to really bolster that cosmetic look. But before we hop into it, we have a wonderful, amazing sponsor today, and that is Monster Legends. Monster Legends is free to play and it is available on both Android and iOS. You actually start by building a world for your monsters to live in, which is really actually cool and interesting and unique, and you fill that world with habitats for those monsters. In Monster Legends, there are hundreds of different monsters that you're able to collect. You can breed monsters of different elements and rarities to create cool new species. The combinations are limitless. Level up your monsters, choose their skills, and put your strategy to the test in action-packed battles. These are truly epic. There are different PvP modes where you can conquer the adventure map, explore the dungeons, or even fight in real time against your friends. So grab your friends and have yourself a monster battle with them. There are also new events every week to discover and play new adventures. Download the game through the link in the description and you will receive a special reward worth $30 for free, 50,000 food, 300,000 gold, and 10 gems. But remember, this is a limited time offer available only until October 24th. Thank you so much to Monster Legends. Every sponsor is super valuable to us. It really is. In a YouTube atmosphere that is super unpredictable, you can put 50 hours of work into a video and get 5 views, or do absolutely nothing and dance around like a Fortnite loser on your video and get 10 million. These sponsors are super, super important. So thank you very much, and let's hop into the 5 suits I want to see. Number 5. The first one is Batman from the New Adventures. This is from the DCAU, and this is a fairly classic suit. Now, worth mentioning, if you're going to include this, you also got to include my girl, Barbara's very awesome black and gold Batgirl suit, but I digress. The new Batman Adventures from the DCAU, and also included in Batman The Adventures Continue suit, is fairly simple. It is a black cape with a black cowl and a distinct shine that appears on the cape when it goes through different lighting conditions. It has the black gloves, which are not armored, the very big utility belt, the black, what do you call them, briefs, I suppose, like in wrestling, over his tights, and black boots with a stylized point on the toes and also up by the knees. It's very stylish. This is, when I think of DCAU Batman, the DC Animated Universe, this is the look that I think of. This look would also return in Justice League and Justice League Unlimited, though it would be a little modified to look slightly different, so that is a suit for another day that we can also talk about, but this is an iconic Batsuit that really should join the roster, especially since we did get the original animated Batman suit from the DCAU. Why not get its younger brother, or older brother, younger brother? Confusing timeline. Number 4. It's the 4th one.
4.
The next one was actually worn by James Gordon. This is a suit we've talked about before from the New 52 when Jim Gordon took over as Batman. I love this suit. There are several different things that I really like about it. Yes, there is his big robot version of the oversuit, which works as armor, but the one I'm talking about is more of just the superhero costume tights look. This combines the look of Batman from the New 52 with the look of a police officer. It does have the police logo on the side, I guess you would say the ranking logo or ranking badge on his shoulder, which I thought was really interesting. It does show his authority of being endorsed by Gotham PD directly, and also it is a skinnier batsuit to fit a bit of a skinnier Batman, which is James Gordon. This batsuit would obviously have to be changed to fit the body of Batman in Arkham Knight, but other than that, there's not much you'd have to do. It's also worth mentioning that the yellow outline of a, I guess, logo for a bat, it almost looks like a combination with some sort of badge for the police, which again I thought was interesting. It almost looks like a partial police shield badge. And then it does have a yellow utility belt which holsters a gun on it. Now this could also be done very easily because we do already have a gun in the game with Flashpoint Batman, which is just staying in his utility belt. So again, I think this would be amazing to see. Number three. The next one I have was actually also worn by an alternate Batman, and that is Azrael's batsuit, but not the one you're thinking of, not the one in Arkham Origins on PlayStation 3, and that some of us may or may not have modded into the PC version. No. This is from the Dark Multiverse. This is from Nightfall. Now, this is a version of Nightfall where Azrael won. He defeated Batman. He straight up murked him right through the chest. And then there is a very, very dark storyline that I will let you discover for yourself with what happens to Bruce Wayne in this universe. But what's important is that Azrael himself, Jean-Paul Valley, he actually stays as Batman. And his outfit evolves even further from the massive, mechanical, terrifying mess that we saw at the end of his run with Knight's End. It actually evolves even further to include more imagery from the Order of Saint Dumas, and also to include more of a almost religious look to it, almost like a knight in shining armor. It is red, it has a gold bat type cross on the chest, and he looks sort of like a crusading Batman. He does use a flame sword, which again, you don't need to actually use that in the game. You can just either put it on there or not. I do think this suit is very fearsome and terrifying. And also, interesting fun fact, this is a Batman who was addicted to Bane's venom as well in order to actually do the job. So you could always include some hints to that as well in the suit design if you want to change something around a little bit or make a venom tube more noticeable since they're generally covered by his armor. There is a lot you could do with this suit that I think would make it unique and stand out and really look terrifying in the game. This is one of those foreboding batsuits that when you see, you know exactly who it is, and I love that about it. Number two, the numero dos. Second to last, but certainly not least, is another Bruce Wayne costume that we actually saw more recently in the comics within the last year, and that is from Future State. This is the Dark Detective batsuit. Now, this batsuit does share some similarities, it is worth noting, with Jim Gordon's batsuit in the form of having a yellow bat outline on the chest, and it also is more tactically armor-plated in the chest, but not as much in other areas of the body. This is a Batman who is not really going by the name Batman, more going by Dark Detective, at least at this point, but he's still Batman, and he is more of a on-the-run, street-level Batman. This reminds me very, very much of a Daredevil type costume from the early MCU Daredevil, the Netflix show. This reminds me a lot of that because you can see the chin straps. His helmet is shaped like the cowl. Like, what I'm trying to say is his cowl is almost more of a tactical helmet to protect his head in this case than it is a cowl, and I think that it's a very interesting street level look for Bruce Wayne. There also is a variant of this as well which has a trench coat on his back, which I really, really like. I think you could easily do one or both versions of this. It's the same suit, just plus or minus a trench coat. I think the trench coat would probably be the way to go because he does glide still in the game and you would need to be able to do that. But this is definitely up there on my list because I love this look for Bruce. I love the disheveled look. I love the way that he looks like he's ready to still kick some butt, but he is, you know, more at street level and not quite as armed to the teeth as he normally is. Number one!
Splat.
The final one I have is again Bruce Wayne, but it's one that has not even really been officially introduced yet completely. and that is Pattinson, Robert Pattinson's The Batman suit. Now, we haven't seen every little detail of this suit yet. At the time of me recording this, I understand this is going to come out right around Fandom, so I'm sure we will get another look at the Batsuit by then. But we have seen a lot of it, especially with speculation on the chest piece with the bat being possibly made out of the gun that was used to kill his parents. It does look very much like that could be the case, because this does look like dismantled gun parts on the chest. And his cowl is tactical and interesting, shorter ears, but somewhere between the shortest and the longer ears that we're used to from the comics. Batman's ears always vary, it really just depends on what suit we're talking about. I love this suit. Again, I love this more tactical look. Very much looks like street level Batman, looks like he's ready to take on criminals, but probably not go up against Darkseid or anything crazy like that, right? I love how he looks here. I love the foreboding look. I love how the cowl looks like it has a constant scowl on it. And I love the versatility of what it looks like, even with the gauntlets in different scenes having different amounts of weaponry on them. It's just awesome. And come on, we've already gotten other Batsuits from the movies, right? We've gotten Michael Keaton's Batman from '89. We've also gotten the Dark Knight suit, obviously, for Christian Bale from The Dark Knight. It's time to add the newest incarnation of Batman. Oh, and I forgot. We have Ben Affleck's BVS suit too. So what are we waiting for? Let's bring Pattinson into Batman Arkham Knight's remaster and really flesh it out and make fans happy. Because what's a better way to hype people up for your movie than hyping them up with a video game? This is called cross-promotion, people. Hire me immediately. Anyways, this has been 5 suits that I want to see in the Batman Arkham Knight remaster if it actually happens and if they are willing to put work into it and actually add stuff to it. I'm very tired of remasters just being lazy with extra content. If you're going to make us rebuy the game, add some stuff in, please, because I would love to see it. And hey, don't forget to download Monster Legends using the link in the description and collect your reward before October 24th. It is super, super helpful to me when people sponsor this channel. It helps us grow, it helps us reach new audiences, and it helps me keep the lights on here because, believe it or not, I am living at my mom's house, doing my best out of a one-room office. So, hey, thank you so, so much to Monster Legends. Check them out. They are awesome. Have a fantastic day. Be sure to leave a like, subscribe to all the extra stuff down in the description and this channel, our secondary channel, Degenerate Plays, where we play a wide variety of games. Many games are played on that channel with you guys. And as always, stay shway.